Now joining us from flyover country as well, somewhere out there in middle America. I'm not quite sure where. Patricia Stone King with the Kansas State Rifle Association. How are you, Patricia?
Hi, Cam. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Well, you know what? Katie Couric and the New York media elites, they may think that nothing important happens in the middle of the country, but we're here to tell them wrong.
Definitely they're wrong.
They've got, in fact, they're ignoring what I think is a very big opportunity and a really cool thing for voters in Kansas. They've got the opportunity to set something right on Election Day with a ballot initiative that once again will protect the individual right to keep and bear arms in Kansas.
That's right.
All right, so the background on this is what, like 100+ years ago, there was a really bad court decision? Is that right?
Yes, 1905, the Kansas Supreme Court actually interpreted Section 4 of the Kansas Constitution to say that it's a collective right, not an individual right. So we're going to fix that.
All right. So what is the what is the ballot initiative? Let's talk about this.
Well, people will be asked to agree or vote yes for changing the wording so that it says a person has the right to keep and bear arms for the defense of self, family, home, and state, for lawful hunting and recreational use, and for any other lawful purpose.
So pretty clear, unambiguous, a chance to set the record straight.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, as I understand it, Patricia, looks like support for this, as we would expect in Kansas, is fairly broad. As a matter of fact, organizers of a political forum in Leavenworth could not find anybody to stand against this ballot amendment.
That's correct. They had asked me to come up and talk about it to their forum, and they told me they looked and they tried. They couldn't find anybody to speak against it.
Wow.
It was great.
That's actually really good to hear.
Yeah, we've not seen any opposition on the home front. There's only been a couple remarks made by the infamous Helmke of the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
But I think anything that gets their undies in a wad is a good thing.
Hey, listen, I like the way you talk, by the way, Patricia, and I think you're right. I've noticed the Brady campaign. I mean, they're not running television ads or radio ads saying no. This needs to remain a collective right.
That's correct.
Interesting. Well, I am glad to hear that, and I'm glad to hear that it's got widespread support by politicians from across the state. What is the ballot initiative? Like, what's the number on this?
It's Amendment 1.
Amendment 1.
Amendment 1. Everybody needs to vote yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Patricia, I'm really looking forward to talking to you on Tuesday night as the results come in. Hopefully, we'll be able to call this one very soon after the polls close in Kansas.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm looking for it, and I think it's going to happen.
All right. Voter turnout, you think, going to be pretty high in Kansas? Everybody enthusiastic to get out and vote?
I think they are. I think everybody is pretty distressed over some of the stuff that's been going on.
Yeah.
And more people are getting involved and engaging the political system and holding politicians accountable, too.
Well, I think you're right, and I'm glad to hear that voter enthusiasm is high in Kansas. Can we plan on talking to you next Tuesday, Patricia?
Sure. I
Excellent.
can do that.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the program. Yes on Amendment 1, and look forward to talking to you again a week from tonight.
Well, thanks, Cam. I appreciate being with you again.
Have a great evening. Patricia Stone King, president of the Kansas State Rifle Association, here on Cam and Company.